Hello guys and gals, this is Terminator Juice. I'm going to bring you a video about a subject that's been pretty popular this week. All started with Shokyo's video on the girl gamers that don't really play anything other than Call of Duty, and then their channel turns into them like vlogging like this, showing their cleavage and trying to look hot to get views. And the second point was all these idiot guys that are thirsty, that subscribe and watch these girls' videos and just eat it up like a bunch of suckers. It was very interesting. A couple years ago, I experienced that. I subscribed to a girl because she got promoted on a big Call of Duty commentator's channel. I was like, cool, she's a girl, she plays Call of Duty, and I'll check this out. She had interesting things to say at first, and then slowly her channel drifted into vlogs doing exactly that, showing her cleavage, talking about her hair, talking about girl drama, fights she got into, and it just became apparent that once she got enough subscribers, her true intentions came out. And since then, I unsubscribed her, after a couple weeks of that bullshit. And since then, I haven't paid attention to any of that. I didn't know it became bigger. I didn't know there was more girls doing that. I was actually totally ignorant to the whole thing. So Shokyo's video was funny as hell, and those of you girls that didn't get it or got offended, you're probably the problem. You're probably exactly what he's talking about. But actually, this led to a more interesting idea for me. I got in an argument in the comments section. A girl did a video response. I don't remember her name. And basically, she proved every point he made in her video response. And I made a comment about someone. She kept saying if someone plays one game, that means they're a gamer. And I said no, it doesn't. And a person called me out, and I was like, I gave him some points, and it got me thinking. So before I go any further, I'm gonna cut to show you guys kind of my gaming credentials, why I feel I can have an opinion on this subject. And yeah, so we'll watch that right now. Alright, and this is why I call myself a gamer. And this stack is missing. When I was a teenager, I sold off my NES games, my Super Nintendo, and almost all its games. I only kept these two. So lost all those games. Regret that. When I bought my GameCube, I traded in most of my Dreamcast games, and then I loaned the rest to a friend and never got them back. I've traded in a few Wii games and a bunch of Game Boy Advanced and DS games. So I really wish I hadn't done that. But still, even without those games, this is still a pretty impressive stack. So yeah, that's a look at my gaming stack. That's what being a gamer is, in my opinion. You don't have to have this many games. But, I mean, I got sports games, I got racing games, I got action RPG, I got first-person shooters, I got survival horror, stealth, full-on action, open world, Mario 2D platforming, 3D platforming. Just, I mean, other than Japanese role-playing games, I pretty much got it all covered here. And that's, in my opinion, that's what makes somebody a gamer. Somebody who likes to play video games, not just somebody who plays Call of Duty or plays Dance Dance Revolution or plays Wii Sports. If you only play one game, you play that game. You're not a gamer. So, and now that you've seen that, you know that I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer for a long time. There's no arguing my status as a gamer. But where does the line Where do you draw the line between someone that just plays a game occasionally and somebody that's a true gamer? You know, it's a hard question to answer, but for me, I have a few things how you could tell that you're not a gamer, or you're probably not a gamer. And I'm going to do kind of Jeff Foxworthy style, except it's not going to be funny. It's just going to be some things I've come up with as to what probably makes someone not a gamer. I'm not going to go over explanations why. I'm just going to start rattling them off. You're probably not a gamer if you've never watched or read any coverage of E3. Probably not a gamer if you don't know what E3 is. You're probably not a gamer if you've never heard of IGN, GameSpot, Game Trailers, Rev3 Games. You're probably not a gamer if you've never read or watched a review of a game that wasn't the one game you like. You're probably not a gamer if you've never played Mario Kart. You're probably not a gamer if you didn't know that Sega used to make game consoles. You're probably not a gamer if you've only played Wii Sports. You're probably not a gamer if you've never walked into a GameStop or EB Games back in the day. You're probably not a gamer if you've never stood in line to get a console at launch that you had pre-ordered. Probably not a gamer if you never had to look up how to find a secret exit or how to beat a boss. You're probably not a gamer if you've never engaged in a boss fight in a game. You're probably not a gamer if you don't know what a platformer is. You're probably not a gamer if you think a game has to have online multiplayer. You're probably not a gamer if you think you have to have friends in a party in order to play a game. You're probably not a gamer if you think a single player game is called a campaign. You're probably not a gamer if you don't know what lives and one-ups are. You're probably not a gamer if you've never played a game on a Nintendo system. You're probably not a gamer if you think the Metal Gear series started on a PlayStation. You're probably not a gamer if you think Ninja Gaiden started on Xbox. Now, with all these being said, I said the word probably because there are some gamers who may have never done some of the things, and also if, let's say, you knew Ninja Gaiden started on the NES, that doesn't necessarily make you a gamer. Just some examples of things that I thought up. Didn't make this to offend anybody. Just wanted to take a different approach to this whole girl gamer controversy that's going on. Real quick and final, my definition of a gamer is somebody who plays video games. Somebody that's passionate, follows games before they come out, reads previews, watches video previews, gameplay footage. You don't just go to a store, oh, there's this game, never heard of it, and buy it. You pretty much know about the gaming industry. You follow games once they're announced. You follow them through. You check in on the progress. You see previews. That pretty much means you're a gamer. If you're doing that kind of stuff, you're definitely a gamer. If you play different types of games, you don't have to like all different types of games, but seriously, if you only own Call of Duty games and you've never played other games, you're probably not a gamer. You just play Call of Duty. You're a Call of Duty player. You're a fan of Call of Duty. Like, someone who buys a camera and takes a few pictures isn't a photographer. A photographer is somebody that has a passion. They have different cameras, different lenses, Photoshop. They took classes. That's a photographer. Just like a gamer isn't someone that just buys one game and plays one game. I'm not a photographer. I have a camera and I take pictures. I'm not a photographer. If you buy a guitar, it doesn't make you a musician. You might learn a few songs. You're not a musician. Speaking of music, someone says they're passionate about music, but their iPod, all they have is Katy Perry on there. They're not passionate about music. They're not a music fan. They like Katy Perry. Just all examples that there's a difference. You might be starting to become a fan of music. That might be your way in, just like Call of Duty might be your first step to becoming a gamer. But you're not a gamer just because you play Call of Duty or Madden, Tiger Woods, Wii Sports, Dance Dance Revolution, any one of these games, if that's all you play, you might have 2 games in the franchise. That still does not make you a gamer to me. You don't become a gamer until you start getting into other types of games, play games on multiple systems, and you know, you don't have to be, there's younger people out there, you don't have to play all the retro games, you don't have to have the history I have starting on Atari 2600. There's people that when they were a kid, their first system was PlayStation 2, and that's fine. Or GameCube or Xbox. I'm not saying you have to be old and played all these old games to be a gamer, but if you picked up a system and you've played different games over the years, your collection's more than one type of game, one game, you may have played a lot of games and learned that you like first-person shooters. No problem with that. But if you've only bought a game system to play Call of Duty and that's it, you, in my opinion, are not a gamer. You're not even a casual gamer. You are a mainstream. You're on a trend. Call of Duty is a trend. If you haven't followed gaming, you don't know there are trends. There's Guitar Hero was a big trend. A lot of people bought systems to play Guitar Hero. That game died off. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, same thing. That was huge. People bought systems to play that. People that didn't normally play games bought PlayStations and Dreamcasts and whatever, N64s to play Tony Hawk. It was a big fad. It was a big trend. They eventually die. All gaming trends die eventually. So with Call of Duty, eventually it'll be gone. That's why you got to give props to Nintendo, because they found ways to keep their franchises fresh and relevant after 30 years. So that's a little off topic, but anybody who thinks Mario games are all the same, they still make them relevant games 30 years after the first one came out. That tells you something right there. And that's actually going to be a topic of a next video, I think. Now that I've realized or came to that conclusion, kind of hit me. So anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully it was somewhat entertaining, and some of the stuff's, you know, not to be taken too serious, because this is video games. They're about fun, and yeah, so we'll talk to you guys on the next video. Leave me some comments what you guys thought, and we'll talk to you later.